Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Once again, your career farmer is here. It's been a very hectic week because we are now on the planting season. So a lot is happening: seed preparations, land preparations, and everything that entails planting. And when we mean planting, it's serious planting. So we may not have prepared our lands in a very good way because the rain actually happened way before that than we expected. But we are trying to work on something, and the activity number one that we embarked on was gapping, because gapping was not that rigorous unlike the real planting. So welcome back, and let's enjoy together. Let me take you through the various activities that have been happening, and I know you learn something, you'll enjoy, and you'll be informed. Welcome. Today, this is the manure, a whole bucket. Don't mind the shape of the hole, but it's 2 feet deep. So we have a whole bucket there, awaiting now, covering up the holes, and waiting for the planting. So we've managed to do the manure, the goat manure to be specific. And from now, this stage, we are going to use the fertilizer, the fertilizer for planting. That is triple super phosphate. That is the best for planting coffee, triple super phosphate. So be informed. So this is the holes that we have already managed. So we are still continuing with the holes, as you can see. We are still continuing with the holes. And we thank God. So far today we've managed to do close to 100. We expect more than 100. And we also expect to cover even the entire place. So we are going to cut off this napier grass, dig the holes, and then we are going to dig later. So that is the process that you are going to use to convert this land, because digging it at this particular point, it will not only be rebellious, but it won't be a priority for now. Let me say so. It is not a priority digging. As long as you've cleared the land, dig the holes nicely, put enough manure, the fertilizer, plant nicely, and then start weeding or doing away with the napier grass while your seedlings are still germinating. So for those who are a bit worried about the rains started way much earlier than we expected, watch this. It will happen. It will happen. That is exactly what we did to this section. Even this section, that's what exactly we did. That's what we did. And as you can see, it's doing fine. It's doing fine. So today we also did the gapping on this section. We did the gapping, like now this one. It's the gapping that we did, same as this one. This is Roiro 11 grafted. Roiro 11 grafted. And when I mean grafted, the Zion is Roiro 11. The rootstock is SL. And preferably, this is from the coffee research, SL28, not 34. Be informed, SL28. So when you go to the Coffee Research Institute, get SL28 as the rootstock if you want to graft it yourself. But they still have an option of selling you even grafted seedlings, but you have to order. So you remember this one? This is one of the seedlings that I was telling you it had some stunted growth, so we had to substitute it and plant as new seedlings. So the fertilizer that you are seeing here, this was not the correct way of doing it. We ought to have mixed it with soil. We ought to have mixed it with soil. But now, the time that the fertilizer came, we had intended this fertilizer to be used in planting those holes. So we were not in a hurry. But we figured out, as much as we had done the fertilizer last year, high chances is not in the soil anymore. So we need to rejuvenate the soil by adding the triple superphosphate fertilizer. Triple superphosphate. Best for coffee. Best for coffee. So the land is not that bad. The land is not that bad, and it's quite fertile, as you can see. If you even the beans, they can tell you that it's not that bad. It's not that bad. So this section here, this coffee, is the one that we planted in April last year, 2025. But now we had to do some bit of top dressing with not so best fertilizer for use. I won't recommend it for now, but you used CAN, calcium ammonium nitrate, for now. So it's not one of the best. Please, it's just an option. I had bought that fertilizer for another use, but it remained. And with this kind of weather, you don't need to keep the fertilizer so much in the house, in the store, and then get some moisture. It's spoiled. This is gapping. So was gapping. So this was planted today. So we expect it to be like the neighbor or the neighbor. The beans are doing fantastic. So ensure the land is very, very, very fertile. And as you can see, point of concern is that we've tried to weed out our lands, but the rain is doing injustice. So you weed today, tomorrow the weed is up. So, but hopefully, we are going to conquer. So that's what has been happening. I'll also share a clip where I'll be doing the planting so that you can understand. This is very unfair. Imagine a person is making this place to be a path here, just within the farm. And now you see what they are doing. Anyway, we live in a society. So these are just updates. More is coming. We want to plant both Roiro 11 grafted whereas Batian. This is the first time we're introducing Batian seedlings, Batian variety in this farm. I've received mixed reaction concerning the choice of Batian. but at some point you'll have to stand on your ground, because there are those people who are saying the Batian doesn't have good yield as compared to Royal 11. There are those that are saying the Batian has bigger berries and good weight, unlike the Royal 11. So it's a give and take at some point. And as a principled person, there comes a time when you have to make a decision. So in my part, I've opted to take that risk and do 100 seedlings of Royal 11 and 100 seedlings of Batian, 50-50 this season. So from there, the next planting season, I will do it in July. July, I've also noticed, is a relatively good month, especially on this side of us, the eastern slopes of Aberdares. It's quite okay to do the July, because by the time the sun hits in January, that plant is hardy enough to survive on its own. And for this is what the July-August thing last year I planted. It's doing fine, well. It's doing well. So if you miss an opportunity of planting, doing the planting in this April, you still have a July as an option. And some have gone to an extent of even risking in January. You can go and watch my friend, my good friend, Gedua's farm, who is my very good friend. He planted his in January if you follow him. So this is how we've performed. And so you can still do the August. You have an option of doing the August. So we also extended this part. It was part of the gapping, so we planted. So we've done a bit of planting here and there, so it's good. So this is the section now that we are going to do away the napier. Yes, I agree we are very late, but the rain caught us off guard. So we are going to do away with all this napier all the way up to that section, so this is what we are going to do. Continue subscribing and please share and comment. Thank you.